Ooh, this coffee is good. Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Tea. I'm going to take another sip if y'all don't mind. I'm your host, the amazing T Street. So I came on today to give y'all a topic that actually was inspired by early this morning. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Normally I prepare at night, but this one I had a different one prepared. So this morning, I was leaving my house at the crack of dawn at a quarter to five this morning and headed to the gym. And it was thundering and lightning, like cacao, like the lightning lighting up the sky, and the thunder was thundering. And I was not wanting to get out of my bed and go to nobody's anywhere, not work, not gym, not anywhere in the middle of the storm. And as I was driving, I was reminded that life is full of storms, rainstorms, snowstorms, ice storms, sleet storms, storms, not just the weather storms, but the storms of life. Life is full of storms. And we have choices when the storms come. Good morning, Val. When the storms of life come, y'all do know that we have choices. But if we're honest, most of us spend our lives like trying to avoid and escape the storms. We pray against them, we plan against them, we complain about them. We ask, man, why am I in this storm? But if you've lived long enough, you learn a truth. You cannot stop every storm from showing up, but you can decide how you're going to show up when it does. Some of the strongest people that I know aren't people who avoided storms. They're people who learned how to dance in them. Not because the storm was easy, nope. Not because the pain wasn't real, and not because they weren't scared, but because they refused to let the storms have the final say. So this morning we're going to talk about dancing in the storms. Dancing in the storms. Good morning, Miss Teresa Woods. Good morning, Rhonda. Good morning, Jackie. I'm laughing because of what Pastor just said about y'all this morning, Miss Teresa Woods. But anyway, we're going to talk about dancing in the storms. First, stop waiting for perfect weather. Too many people have put their joy on layaway. Y'all, joy ain't shot and steams. I'll be happy when. I'll smile when. I'll celebrate when. I'll live when. I'll live when the bills are paid, when the diagnosis changes, when the relationship improves, when the job comes through. But life doesn't always wait for sunny days. Sometimes your greatest moments happen while thunder, like this morning when I was on my way to the gym, is still rolling in the background. I've learned that if you wait for the perfect weather to enjoy your life, you'll spend your whole life waiting. That's a fact. Dance anyway, laugh anyway, love anyway, serve anyway, dream anyway. The storm may be around you, but it doesn't have to be inside of you. I was driving in the storm this morning, y'all, but can I tell you something? Good morning, Alana. The storm wasn't in my car. It was on the outside. Good morning, Olivia. It was on the outside. Just because it's swirling around you doesn't mean it has to be inside of you. Find one reason to celebrate today, even if everything isn't perfect, because joy is not the absence of storms. Joy is a decision to keep living while you're in the storm. That's facts, y'all. When I tell you, I have gotten my greatest breakthroughs dancing in the storms of life. Dancing, refusing to let the storms be the deciding factor. Number two, learn the rhythm of resilience. My pastor always says, I like alliterations, which is when words connect like P words or R words. Learn the rhythm of resilience. Let me tell you something about dancing. I can't dance. Let me start with that. I can't dance. When God was passing out rhythm and coordination, I was in the food line. But I like dance and I like to watch people dance. And yes, I took ballet, tap, and jazz to appease my mother. Good dancers don't fight the rhythm, they learn how to move with it. That's why some folks look crazy on the dance floor because they're trying to fight the rhythm and they off rhythm. And now I can keep the rhythm. I can at least do that. But they're trying to fight against it. Good dancers, they learn how to move with the rhythm. They learn how to like sway when the music is swaying. And resilience works the same way. Sometimes life speeds up. Sometimes life, in the word sign language, slows down. Sometimes life knocks you off beat. How many of y'all have ever had life knock you off beat? Everything was going well. Your life was on 100. Your vibe was on 100. And something happened that totally took you by surprise. I don't know about you, but that happens to me. I was having a really great season. And then my mom got really sick. And then not long after that, other stuff started falling apart. I was like, wait a minute, what just happened? Life took me off beat. But resilient people don't quit dancing because they missed a step. They adjust, they recover, and they keep moving. Some of us are spending so much energy beating ourselves up over one mistake, one setback, or one bad season that we get out off the dance floor altogether. Listen to me. A misstep does not mean the dance is over. Some of y'all, a divorce is not the end. A failure is not the end. A disappointment is not the end. A closed door is not the end. It's just one part of the song. The strongest people aren't those who never fall. They're the ones who get back up on the dance floor after they have fallen. Stop replaying your mistakes. Some of y'all replay, I did this, and you play it over and over and over and over in your mind, and you start rehearsing your failure. What you need to be rehearsing is, what's it going to look like when I get up? I'm going to take that right step to the left, to the right, 2 times. We need to be rehearsing what our comeback is going to look like, because resilience is not about never being knocked down. It's about refusing to stay down. That's what it is, y'all. Period. Good morning, Wendy. That's what it is. The third thing, if you want to dance in the storm, remember who holds the music. Remember who holds the music. Y'all, this is my favorite part. Storms have a way of making us focus on the wind or the rain or the thunder or the lightning. But what if we're looking at the wrong thing? What if instead of focusing on the storms, we focus on the one who is bigger than the storm? Because here's what I know. There have been seasons in my life when I didn't know what was coming next. There were moments when the clouds were dark and the road, real talk, wasn't clear. But somehow, woo, God kept making a way out of no way. Somehow, grace kept showing up. Somehow, strength arrived exactly when I needed it. Why? Because the storm may be loud, but it's not in charge. The wind is not in charge. The rain is not in charge. God still holds the music. And if God is holding the music, then there is still a reason to move. There's still a reason to hope. There's still a reason to believe. And there's still a reason to dance. When the storm gets louder, make your faith louder. Not your fear, not your worry, not your doubt, your faith. So today, I just want to encourage y'all. Somebody who is standing in the middle of a storm right now, maybe it's financial, maybe it's emotional, maybe you're experiencing some physical storms, and maybe you're experiencing some spiritual storms. Whatever it is, don't let the storms convince you that your life is over. This season is not your identity. This challenge is not your destiny. This storm is not your permanent address. Keep moving, keep believing, keep trusting, keep dancing, because one day you'll look back and realize that what tried to break you actually taught you a whole new rhythm. And when people ask you how you made it, you'll be able to smile and say, the storm came to shake me, but instead it taught me how to dance. I don't know who needed this. I know I needed this morning, because right now is a stormy kind of situation, but I came to tell somebody today to dance in the storms. I dog double dare you to stop waiting for the perfect weather. I dog double dare you to learn the rhythm of resilience. When life knocks you down, I dog double dare you to get back up on the dance floor and pick up the step where you left off. And finally, just remember, the storm doesn't hold the music. God does. I'm the amazing T Street, y'all, which y'all already know. There is absolutely, positively nothing amazing in me, That's not, I see you, Rhonda, dance in the storm, girl. That's not in each and every one of you. Yep, Olivia, learn the rhythm of resilience. Just learn it. It's a rhythm. I don't know who needed this morning, but I know that I needed this message this morning because some right now, there's some storms. But can I tell you, I just keep reminding the enemy, do you know who playing my music? And I'm going to dance anyhow. Yep, made some missteps, going to dance anyhow. So we don't wait until the storm is over to dance. So if you're a person who's going through a storm, I just want to encourage you today. I double dare you to dance in the storms. I'm the amazing T Street. Absolutely, positively, nothing amazing in me that's not in each and every one of you. So I double dare you today to dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. Have a good day, y'all.